Guess who's winning again? It's all back. This last week's episode because the internet went down and Premiere crashed. Don't talk about that. This week, already 2-0, 2-game winning streak. The first two games they didn't count. Wasn't real. It was just for drama. I'd lost on purpose. Now, decide never going to lose again. And it hasn't happened yet. Not losing yet. Not going to lose. As for a quick rundown of the team. Witherden's had a horrible week. He's been getting these 92, 92, 92, 92, and 62. He dropped 30. I think that makes his break even unreachable, which isn't great. It's probably I'm looking at trading him out, to be honest. Hearn did the usual. Williams finally had his first good game of the year. Moore did his usual. Hoare is amazing for his price. Lucky I brought him in. I think I missed his first price rise, but I caught the second one. Brought him in the last episode, I think. Yeah. Scrimshaw 62, not bad for a rookie, and Collins not bad. I had Clark on field because I took Grundy's score. It was better than everyone else that I thought of captaining. I was actually going to captain 5, so lucky I didn't. Midfield, Cripps had an off game. He's had oh no, last week wasn't too bad. I was going to say he's had 2 in a row, but no, not too bad. Yeah, nothing bad from him. Just one off game. Nothing to really read into. Fife 128 is back. Happy I didn't trade him out. The concussion week. This man always gets your hopes up first quarter. Had 55 going on 60 in the first quarter, and then disappears for the rest of the 3 quarters of the game, which is pretty disappointing. It is always like, oh, great, he's going off big game, 160, 170. Nah, I'm going to take 3 quarters to get 40 points, but 1 quarter to get 60. Walters, although he only had an 80 this week, it's still a great trade-in. 120, 103, 139. He's been playing a good season, and I don't see anything in Fremantle that would halt him. Maybe Fife would, disallow him from getting the 139 again, but if he could just keep getting around his 100 average, that'd be fine. O'Meara returned finally in a big one. Last week he was horrible. 133. He got scaled down 7. Not too sure on what happened there. But yeah, 133 is a pretty good game. Keeps his break even reachable, which is good because he's pretty much just buying time at this point. I reckon I have to trade him out. Actually, speaking of trades, I'll talk about it later, but I'm looking at trades a bit different now. Not the same as most people would. Liberatore had, I think this is his first bad week of the season. Oh no, first round he had a 75, but this is his worst score. Yeah, every other week he's had a right 128, 150. 98's not horrible, it's close enough to a ton. I want to say there's not much to look into in that, but I think he's just playing differently now, and that might be a warning sign, 71. But not too sure. I don't watch many Dogs games. I'll probably try to watch it this week. They got Richmond this week. I'll try and give it a watch and see what's happening with him. Constable 79, great rookie. Dersma 84, finally fielded the right Port rookie, which is the Port rookie system is interesting. It's like just pick one and have it say a prayer on it. You can't really tell who's going to go off. Butters 46 is exactly the point. That was just trying to make about the 1 out of 3 system. He's probably out this week, to be honest. I don't see him picking up. Was he the one? 74-23. I'm unsure what his break even is. If it's 50, like in the 50s range. He might be a keeper, but at this point, I'm looking at just getting rid of him. 250k, it's enough. I could just, it'd help with an upgrade somewhere else. There is one trade I have in mind. I'm gonna have a look if it works. Gibbons 51. He's still making money off that random 100 score. Atkins 47, not bad. He's still making money considering he was that weird price at the start of the season. I think he was what, like 112 or 109 or something like that. Had a weird score, weird price. I mean, yeah, also a weird score 47. The Rucks, Grundy saved the team. Gorn, I think this is his first. Oh no, Essendon, but Essendon's rubbish. Yeah, this is his first like mega game. Like last year, he was having them almost every week. Yeah, I'd say that's his first big game. Maybe he's kind of doing a return to form type thing. Dangerfield, back-to-back disappointing weeks. Heaney, I've learnt don't even read into his score because watch next week against Brisbane, who have like a 130 or something like that, something crazy. You can't really. He's one of those players you just can't look at his score because if you look at it, analyze it, and think, oh, got to trade him out, he's just going to come back to burn you. Billings 81. I'm hoping that's not a sign of things. Hopefully, it just goes back up to those 100 averages. He was playing alright. He had like 2 back-to-back nice weeks. Yeah, 108, 126, 93. Look, I'm fine with the 93. The forwards are so bad this year. That's why another reason I brought in Walters, and he's good for his price. I'm moving him up into the forwards sooner or later. I'm thinking the final forwards are probably going to be Boak, if possible, and Tim Kelly. Actually, maybe not Tim Kelly, maybe just Boak. If he's reachable, of course. If he's not, I'll just have to take the loss on him. I should have brought him in earlier into the season. Yeah, that's just a forgive and forget type thing. You can't get every decision right in Supercoach. Petroselli off the bench, 48. He had that ton, was it last week or 2 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago, so should have one more good price rise in him. Then I'll have a look at trading him out here. Bolter, the legend. Man goes negative in his first price change, then back up just to a normal rookie's price. I mean, everyone's stuck with him at this point. There's no point trading him out unless some 102k forward rookie shows up. Baker's good. Yeah, it was either him or Ross, and I believe Baker's right. Like, Ross did have a better game this week, but yeah, I think Baker's just the choice. Yeah, that's the team. Trades, captaincy this week. Probably gonna be Fife captain. He's got Adelaide though. Maybe Danger against Essendon. Hell, you could even go Cripps. Cripps is north. Well, vice captain's definitely Grundy. Against Port. Port so far this year have given up pretty good ruck scores against. You know what? I'll chuck it on Fife, and that might change during the week. Who knows? Might even just have to loop Grundy. Who knows? Trades though. See, now with trades, I've got 23 left, and people usually be like, "Nah, I've got to stop trading. Give it like a couple of weeks." But at this point, when 0-2 to start the season, it's just get the team right. There's so many problems in this team, and so many like inconsistent scores. Just make all the trades you need. If I finish like with 11 trades left, just hold on them. It's just make as many trades as necessary to just get the team back to being good. Consider and also add in like your rookie trades and stuff, bringing in whoever comes in. I think they got the mid-season draft or whatever. I don't know how that works. Just certain stuff like that. Easy stuff. So this week, the trade I had in mind, I just wanted to try, was Witherden and Butters. Oh yeah, that's good. Bring in Jake Lloyd, who has to come in. He's easily the best defender in the game. He just gets all those cheapy scores, man. It's a bit annoying. And he's someone that Champion Data's got in the back pocket, so it's always good to have. Uh, for Butters, is there any rookies on the bubble about to make their price increase? Ainsworth, did he play this week? Was that? Yeah, that was this week. 69 against Gold Coast. It could be one. There's no one a bit cheap in the 1 or 2 range to save a little bit of money. No. Ainsworth is a possibility. Sparrow, definitely not. It's pretty much between Hayes and Ainsworth. Same price, same first score, pretty much 69-70, same score. Jeez, I'm gonna go with Hayes just because he has the higher pick percentage. So if I get burnt, there's more people that get burnt with it. Definitely not the way you should look at it, but it's the way I do. It just puts me in the majority if he goes wrong. I mean, yeah, let's try that one. Leaves me 15k extra. Might have to bring out the calculator next week to see if I can bring in Tim Kelly. Actually, have a look at that now. Take off Witherden, take off Lloyd, take off Hayes. For that, it would probably be Drew or Petrocelli. I'm going to go Drew because it's a Port rookie. They're too hard to guess. And Gibbons because Butters would be out this week. Alright, so this is definitely not the way to do maths, by the way. Yeah, then bring in... Oh, because then Ainsworth would be on the bubble. I just got to check how much is Tim Kelly at right now. I think he fell under 500 a couple of weeks ago, which is perfect. Where's he gone? There he is. 476, and that's his final price drop. Oh, and he had 129. Oh no, he might have another price drop. 86. Damn, I just got to look at his break even. Anyway, that's the next week thing anyway to look at. If his break even's pretty high, 129 would stay in the system. He'd probably go up next week, but up say 5k. Yeah, between 5 and 10. Then the 86 would kick in. Yeah, it depends. Against Essendon though, if he gets a 130, that turns all the plans to shit. Yeah, and he'd come into the midfield, but I'd just move Walters up, and then once it comes time, trade somebody out, and he comes up. It means nothing. Yeah, just go back with the trade I was doing. It's good to know that he's not out of the realm of possibility. Wait, what did I have? I had 579 or 559. Yeah, I can't afford Boak. Damn, that sucks. Could even bring in Oliver if he returns to form. Melbourne have been pretty... I think they're last on the ladder now. That's pretty bad, considering they were picks to be like the big potential team of this year. Oh, Whitfield dropped 40k. Oh, jeez, that's something to look at, because there's going to be another price drop in there. Yeah, 86 and 45. That's really something to highlight. Add him to the watch list and everything. Yeah, because then he could come in. Him and Sicily probably finish off the defense. Yeah, with like an extra mid-price. I usually go for D6. I like to bring in a pod. Who is there? It's a defensive pod at the moment. Not seeing anything great. Cade Simpson would have been a. Ah, Brandon Ellis isn't too bad. 105. What did he scores the other weeks? 127, 75. Yeah, so he's an on and off guy. Yeah, probably not. Try to stay away from them. Anyway, before this gets too long of a video and I don't feel like editing it down, oops, go back up. Within's out, Butter's out. Bring in Lloyd. And Hayes. Where is he? Yeah, and then this works out for bringing Ainsworth next week. Because, look, I'm not even looking at the trades. I'll have 21 after this, but I'm not even looking at it. You know, I just got to bring in all the players I need. Because once that's done, you don't need to make any more trades. Unless injury do. But if injury happens, it's just, live with it. Who field? Clark? Nah, field Scrimshaw. Usually I'd field Collins, but this week, against Melbourne, I reckon Scrimshaw's got it. Who Gold Coast got though? West Coast. The ball would end up in. Well, West Coast would get the ball forward, leading it to be in Gold Coast defense. Nah, just stick with this. It gives me time to change it. Whatever. I can just bring him in. Yeah, that's it for this week. They're the trades, matchups. Oh, don't even really need to bother. It's obvious I'm gonna win 2 out of 2. If it loads, yep, here it goes. Yeah, easy. And once it loads, yeah, super easy. Robbie Gray's out for like a couple of weeks, like a month or 2. That's funny. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Sorry about last week not coming out. There was heaps of Premiere issues and internet went out. Then YouTube decided not to let me upload at all, which was fun. Yeah, I'll be back next week with another 2 wins. I'll see you all then. I'm out.